Hello everyone, welcome to Automation Testing Studio. So today's video is very important. So we'll see one of the mostly asked Java interview question. It is about hash map. So generally we know what is hash map, how to use that, but interviewers expect you to know the internal working of that. So in most of the companies, in whatever interview you take, so mostly 90% of Java interviews contain this question. So if you are aware of this, then definitely it will be a plus point for you. So we'll start, we'll see how HashMap works internally with practical example. So I'll show you uh, each step through Eclipse, how to debug that and how to understand what is happening. So let's get started. The first thing, okay, hash map, what we'll do in order to declare any hash map, we'll write this syntax like this: map, and then in Angular basis we'll write this key comma value. It will take a pair, key and value. Key is of type string and value is of type integer, and then we'll give the object, and then we'll create the object of the hash map. Here map is an interface, whereas hash map is a class which implements the interface. So we need to understand the internal working. So let's see here. If we write this line in your Java code, what will happen? You can see the screenshot here. In the screenshot, we see that a table has been created. A table has been created with the value null. Okay, what is this table? That before going to that, let's understand. Let's go to our Eclipse and see how it creates. So I'll put a breakpoint here. What I'll do, I'll click the debugger, and our debugger is at this point. So we have written this statement to create a hash map. So initially will not give anything here, and we'll press F6. So if you can see here, this is the variables tab. Here you can see something called table. So we have got something called table and the value is null. Okay, and generally if you see for the first time it will be like this, so you will not understand why it's not getting created. So what you have to do, you have to click here, show logical structure, and you'll get something like this. Okay, now let's go back and understand in the PPT. So what is a table? So here we have seen the table. Now what is a table? A table is an array of buckets. It's like you have an array of buckets. We call the each space in the array as bucket. So what is a bucket? We'll see that as well. So initially the capacity will be 16. It is from 0 to 15. So total we have 16 buckets. So now what is a bucket? Okay, let's move. So bucket, each bucket is a linked list. You can see we have defined a node in the linked list here. So this is a linked list node. Here it contains 4 values: key, hash code, value, and next. What is key? Key is whatever we give the pair in the input. Like while creating the hash map, we have given 2 types: string comma integer. The first type is key, the second type is value, and hash code. So we'll see this in these further slides. And we have next. Next is like whatever in the linked list, it gives the reference to the next node. So in the screenshot here, you see here, it's just an example. We have hash, some number called hash. We have this key, whatever value we give, and then next is null, because only one node we have, it will be null. Value is whatever value we give while creating the hash map. Okay, next we'll see how to add the value to the hash map. Okay, one thing is that to add a value to the hash map, we have to write like this: hm dot put. Put is a method which HashMap provides to add the value to it. So we are passing key and value. Key will be AAB, value will be 10. Okay, what will happen if we do that? Okay, let's go to Eclipse and understand. Okay, what I will do, I'll stop this here. Initially, I don't give anything. I'll give AAB. Okay, and value will be 10. Now, what I'll do, I'll debug again. Save this. I will debug again. Okay, now I'll press F3 to execute the step. If you see here, okay, we have a table and its value is null. So, in order to insert any value into the map, what we'll do, we'll write hm.put of key comma value. In order to go inside the method to understand what is happening, we'll press F5. First, it is getting the value with the help of method value of. So let's press F6. Okay, again we'll press F5. So it has entered into the put method. Here, what it is doing, whatever key value we have given, it is getting the hash value for that first. So hash value it is calculating. After that, let's go inside this put value. So if we go inside this, it is calculated hash map. So this is the method which contains the code for that. So let's go to PPT and understand. So here it will calculate the hash value using the below function. As we have seen the debugging screen, using this hash of key, it will calculate the hash value. Suppose assume that the hash value whatever you got is something like this. It's like 111222333. Okay. Now we saw that it has initially it will create a bucket of 16 capacity. So if we get the hash value like this, if we want to create an array with this much of size, it will be very technically impossible. Theoretically it is possible, but technically it is impossible because it may create out of memory exception. So in order to do that, JVM, Java developers have come up with another mechanism. Okay, that is that they'll get the index from this hash value. So from this hash value, what they do now, they'll in the second screenshot you see here, they're getting the hash value, and then after that they're getting the hash code. Okay, it's like if we go to the next screen, you'll understand here. From the hash code, they're getting the index. Index is like, in this screen we saw these buckets. It has index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 till 15. These are the indexes. Suppose I have got the hash value to be this, and assume that the index we got is 3. So here we come to this bucket, fourth bucket, third index bucket, and then in the node we insert those values. Now if we come here, after getting this hash value and after calculating the index, so how do we calculate the index? There is a method here, index equal to hash code of key and n minus 1. Here whatever hash code we get, okay, hash code is like if you can see here in this slide example, if you see 96323. okay, this hash code will be done bitwise AND operation between this n minus 1. N is the capacity of the bucket. It will be initially 16. So 16 minus 1, 15, and this hash code value. Bitwise, if you do the bitwise and we'll get some index. It will be 3, 2, and whatever index we get in that index, our value will be stored. So assume this the index we have got, and here our linked list node will be created, and the key value, hash code value next will be created. Okay, now what we'll do, let's see this practically here. Okay, we'll close this. We have got AAB and 10. So what I'll do, I'll stop it. I'll click here. Okay, now we have got here. I'll click F6. We have got our hash map created with a table. Table is whatever we discussed. It's the array of buckets. Remember. Now we have to insert this put. So what will happen if we use this put method? What all steps we have discussed just now, like creating the hash code out of that, getting the index from that hash code by using the bitwise AND operation, and storing in that. So if we press F5, those all methods will be triggered. So what I am doing, it is getting the value. Again, I will press F5. It is going to the put function, and this put value, again it is calling, and it is taking hash of the key. Okay, again if we go here, we have this, it is taking the hash code, getting the hash code and returning the key. Okay, now we'll press F6 again. Now if we press F5 again, let's see what happens here. We'll maximize this. We'll see here, we have got a table here, and see here, we have got in the third index, there is a node. And what is that? Okay, whatever value we have given. Okay, the value we have given is AAB. Okay, key is AAB, value is 10. Okay, see, now let's understand this. This is the hash code, whatever we got, 96322. And the index, how we got? We got with the bitwise AND. This 96322 will be done bitwise operation on with 15. So with that we'll get this index number. So we have stored. And let's understand what is a bucket. In bucket, as we saw in the diagram, we have something called key. Okay, it has the hash value. Okay, that is hash code. We have next is, what is the reference to the next node? We don't have any next node now, so we are keeping it as null. And value is the value whatever we have given, that is 10. Okay, AAB and 10 we have stored. Now let's see what other things we have. Let's insert second value. Okay, we'll come here, we'll insert again, we'll press F6. So we have pressed F6, and again all those steps got triggered. Now let's see what happens. We minimize this. Now see, at the fourth index we have got another node where the hash value we have got, the key we have got, that is AAE, and the value we have got, that is 1. Okay, so again in the next it is null. So each bucket contains a singly linked list, and in Java 8 either it may contain a single linked list or it may contain a tree map. So this hash map has been advanced into the later version of Java, that is 8+. So now what we will do, we have seen this hash key value next. Okay, now let's understand other things here. You may have other doubts as well. So let's go to our PPT and see other aspects. So I've inserted this. We'll go to the next place. Here, what we have, what if two elements has the same hash code? Okay, you may get the doubt. So what if two elements have the same hash code? So what happens is that you can see here we have used this hm dot put of FB and EA. So we know that this FB and EA we'll get the same hash code. So I have taken the example for that. And if you can see in the screenshot here, for those with the same hash code is same for that. We have FB, we have EA, and then we have let's see, yeah, we have got here, see, two screenshots you can see. Okay, this is the different one, sorry. So this is FBEA we have. In the next, you see that whatever value we saw earlier, it was null because we had single linked list, single node in the linked list. Now, as the hash code is same, in the same bucket, let's go to this slide to understand. So now we have assumed this single node, and if the hash code is same, you'll get the same index. Assume we have got this index again for the next key, and then what we'll do, again one node will get created here, and whatever the address will be there, it will be stored in this next. Okay, in the screenshot we have seen the same thing. In the next, we have this another node. Okay, hash code is same. You can see 2236. Here the key is FB, and key here EA. Okay, and we have got other things as well. Let's see this practically. Now let's see. Assume this is FB and EA. Okay, now let's debug this again. Okay, let's debug. Okay, now it has come here. I'll press F6, and if we go here, if we will maximize this, see here in the table we have only one node. Okay, now let's see. Hash is 2236, key is FB, and value is 10. And in the next, previously we saw null in the earlier things. Now see, in the next we have got another node, that is hash code is same, key is EA, next is null because we don't have any nodes further, and value is 1. Okay, understood. So see, value is 1. So whatever we have given, if they have the same hash codes, then it will take the same bucket. This concept is clear. Next, let's move to the other concept. Okay, next concept is like, what if two entries has the same key value? Okay, yeah, what if two entries has the same key value? I'm giving same key AA and the value is different, same key and value is different. Sorry, here it is only the same key, not same value. Okay. Let's change that. Let's change a bit. Same key, not value. Now, if it has the same value, sorry, same key, then in the screenshot you can see that initially we have inserted AA and the value is 10. After that, we have inserted another value AA, okay, and the value is 11. So whatever value will be there latest in the latest entry, that will get updated. Okay, initially it will be 10, so it was 10. After inserting this, if there is this, if it finds the same key, then this value 11 got updated. Now let's see here. Let's understand. We'll give AA and AA. Here 100. Okay, 101 will give, 121 will give. Okay, now let's see. Let's debug this again. Now I'll press F6. Now see here in this table we have got a node here. Okay, and AA hash code is 3104, and its value is 101. Okay, now let's press F6 again. We have entered another value. Now let's see. For the same thing, it was earlier 101. Now see, it got updated to 121. So this is another scenario. You can get interview question like this. Like, it's better to know different things here. So I hope you understood this. Let's see this. What if the key value is null? So if the key value is null, it will always be stored in the 0th index. That is present in the code as well. I'll show you that thing as well. Okay. Now, where we can see that, we'll go to F. We'll press F3. We'll press F3. Okay. Let's debug this. Let's debug, and then we'll press F3 here. Again, we'll press F6, F5, again F5, and see if the key equal to null, this should return 0. Hash code return 0, and the index will be obviously 0. Now, based on this, it will put the value in the 0th index. Now use null. Okay, let's debug again. Now let's press F6. Okay, now we'll see here. See, we have got the table in the 0th index. We have got our value. Okay, hash is 0, key is null, next is null, and value is 101. So this is another scenario, and another thing we'll see. What is load factor and threshold? Okay, now if we come here, let's debug again. There is something called load factor. You can see load factor 0.75 and threshold. Okay, load factor is that when the list, this hash map value should get double. Suppose you have 16 buckets and you have got the index which is greater than that 16, greater than 15. So in that case, when it should increase the size of that, increase the capacity of that. So before that, what is capacity? Capacity is how many number of buckets are there. Size is how many are occupied. Okay. Now, let's see here. Size is 2. See, 2 we have entered. Size is 2, and threshold is 12. Okay. See, threshold we have got 12. Size is 2, and then threshold load factor is 0.75. So capacity equal to total number of this one. So what is the formula to increase the how this threshold we have got? Threshold we have got by multiplying this 0.75 into capacity. So let's open Calc here. Okay, let's multiply that 0.75 into what is the capacity initial 16. So we have got 12. So we have got this after inserting 12 elements. For the 13th element, its size will get increased. So let's see that as well. We'll add 13 values and we'll see what will be the size. So let's add how many are there? So we have got A, B, 1, 2, C, D, yes. So we'll enter some values here. how many are there? Let's so as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 is enough for us, not needed. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Let's do one thing. Let's put a breakpoint here. Okay, let's execute till this point. So we'll see what has happened. Okay, size is 10. Okay, we have entered only 10, right? Okay, and then how many we have entered? So let's see any duplicates are there. A, C. Okay, let's enter some more. And if you can see here, the threshold is still 12. Okay. So let's again do that. Let's again debug. Okay. Now we'll debug now. As you can see here, let's see how many entries we have got. We have got 13 size, and see our threshold got increased. So how our threshold got increased? Same formula, load factor into load factor, whatever we have done, load factor into capacity. Okay, and I think that's the threshold equal to load factor into capacity. Load factor is 0.75 and capacity is, what is the capacity we have? Okay, let's come back to this again, and then we'll see. Let's go another thing here. Can we define our own capacity? Okay, let's see this. Let's go into that. Let's go into that program. If we can see how we will do that. And I'm opening the debug perspective. Okay, Java perspective will open again. Let's see, can we define our own capacity? Okay, assume I'm entering 100. It has a constructor to initialize this initial capacity. Okay, let's execute this. We'll debug. Okay, we don't have any debug pointer. We'll put a debug pointer. We'll open perspective, debug perspective. You can do this from here, and then where are Java? Oh, where are Java gone? Java with perspective gone. Okay, let's open our Java perspective only. Appearance perspective, open perspective, Java only. Okay, let's debug. Let's debug. Okay, now we have done that. Let's press F6 and let's try to open this debug perspective again. Debug perspective we have opened. Did we get anything? We'll expand this. You can see here threshold is 96 and we have entered one, so that is the size. Okay, table we have got this many. So see how many we have got. So in this way we can define for that, and okay, we have that perspective here. We can define our own capacity from this constructor. So these are all the different things we have covered today. So in the next video we'll see how get works inside HashMap, and then we'll understand what interview questions we may get, and I think I have explained clearly. If you have any questions in my video, feel free to comment in the comment section. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon, and share to your friends as well. And if you have any doubts in this video, feel free to comment. I'll try to answer your question. Yeah, that's it from my end. Please show your support to me so that I can make more videos like this. Yeah, thank you very much. Bye bye.